Adventure in Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Download!
This is Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio at Download Festival, and I'm here with
Mothica.
Nice. I love that you're here at Download.
It's my first time here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
what do you
excited.
think so far just walking in? Like, is it, how do you compare it to other festivals so far?
Well, I have played one festival on a speedway, the Daytona International Speedway in Florida.
Which is probably where we've talked before at Welcome to Rockville.
So I was like, whoa, deja vu.
Right?
But it's super cool. Everyone's in tents, and I'm going to be performing in a tent, so it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, the tents are cool to perform in too. Like, and it's kind of wild because those tents get packed up.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm sure it'll
I
be a
saw
lot
videos
of fun.
of the bands performing yesterday in the tent I'm going to be in, and I'm like, oh no, because I haven't played in like 8 months.
Really?
Yeah. So
Have you been like just enjoying life for a while?
I took a little hiatus off, you know.
You need it sometimes.
Yeah. I took a little hiatus and then, got this opportunity, and I was like, I gotta play Download.
No doubt. Like,
So-
it's like one of the mothers of festivals throughout the world, you know?
So hopefully it's kind of like riding a bike, and I'll remember.
I'm sure it will be. You're badass, so I'm sure it'll be great. And you'll feed off the crowd anyway. You know how it is, like, you feel like that, and I do too before I turn on the mic. And the minute you get up on stage, it's like this switch.
Yes.
And you're like in this zone.
Oh yeah, a lot of it's even in my intro song. We have this we start out this intro, it goes into Casualty, and just the energy of the beat, the sub bass, then it like clicks on for me.
And I think it's like, for me, it's like I call it schizophrenia, my two personalities. It's like the mic's off, I'm Dean, which most people on the radio don't know that name. And then as soon as the mic turns on, it's Pipeman, and it is a different personality.
And you put the sunglasses on.
Always. Like, I do the interviews, like StreamYard, and I do my show, I wear the sunglasses. It is kind of that. Like, as soon as the sunglasses go on,
Oh yeah.
Pipeman has arrived.
Oh yeah, we got both of our alter egos out today.
I know. That's the way it should be, though,
Yeah.
right? Like, that's the way I look at it. It's not really not me. Like you say, it's alter ego. It's me. It's just another part of me.
Yes.
Like, why do we have to be in a box? We should have multiple facets to our personality.
Yes. Yeah, no one would want to see Mackenzie, which is my real name, up on stage, because Mackenzie just wants to, be comfy in sweatpants and watching TV and not seeing the sunlight ever.
Right. Well, you probably have done this even recently in the past months, but I do all the festivals, so I'm on tour, and then when I get home, and I'm very extroverted out here, I don't even leave my house for a week.
Yeah.
If there's no food, I'm kind of screwed. 'Cause
Yeah.
I just want to gel,
Yeah.
and I don't want anybody
You gotta
around.
just decompress, and all that energy you expended, now you have to get it back by just being stagnant.
And when you're out, people always want that switch on.
Mm-hmm.
So, and do you get this? People meet you as Mothica, and then if you get friendly with them or whatever else, they don't want the other person. They don't want the real you. I experience that all the time. It's
Yeah.
I'll meet people as Pipeman, and then they meet Dean, and they're like, where's Pipeman?
I would say that for sure. Or there's times where it's I'm out in public, I run into someone, they know who I am, and then I almost feel this pressure to kind of turn it on. Because
Totally.
I become a little bit more extroverted and more just Mothica is always just, when I'm the most sharp. But
Right? But sometimes you don't want to be. You
But it
just
is
wanna
embarrassing
chill.
where there's a local ice cream place I was going to. Every time I was sad, I'd be there crying, and then on the fifth time, the girl was like, "Are you Mothica, by the way?" And I was like, "Oh no,
Right?
You know who I was this whole time? You saw me here at Friday night crying, eating ice cream. That's sad."
I got a funny story you'll appreciate. I met somebody on online dating, and she goes to me, well, let's have a phone call. okay. And then she says, I thought you'd have more of a radio voice.
Really?
And I'm like, yeah, that's not how it works. This is my voice on the radio. I don't make up a different voice like I do if I'm doing voices on my show, but Pipeman doesn't have a different voice. And she's like, no, really. Please,
Wow.
can you do your radio voice for me? And I'm like, goodbye. And I'm sure you experience stuff like that too, where people want you to like perform when they meet you. You know, like
I think it's almost the opposite. I think my fans understand a lot about like depression and things I go through, so I think they would be okay with me being
that's
myself.
cool.
It's more just like I'm not always okay letting the guard down. Because even when my last tour, I was really suffering through it, but everyone was like trying to bring me little gifts and little teas and like, we know you're going through a hard time, but I couldn't even let my guard down then. That was hard, because I was just like, I don't want you to actually see.
Well, you know what else it's probably tough for you, and I get it too. It's like they look at your social media and they're like, boy, you're living the dream life. And partially that's true. But you only see part of that.
Oh my gosh, that is so accurate. And even when I do get to share about my hardships of things I've gone through, it's always like the milestone. Oh, I hit 8 months sober, but you didn't see all the like grief I went through and moments I couldn't get out of bed. You only see the packaged version of it.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
So what would be your number one message you would tell the listeners right now?
Oh, wow. That's a hard question.
Right? How about number 2?
I would tell the Pipeman listeners to try to let your guard down and just be open and vulnerable with people around you. You never know what anyone else is going through, and something you say might be able to help them.
That is the best words you could say in this whole interview. So thank you for that. Yeah. Thank you for being a download, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman once again. You rock. Awesome, you rock.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.